Okay, let me start over. Today is November 7th, 2024, and it is 5:31 p.m. And we are calling to order this special meeting. And the purpose of this special meeting today is to nominate to vote on two new members for the Planning Commission. We have two seats that are open. There's seat 1, which is the seat that was filled by Valerie. It has 3 years still going. Oh, there's a typo on this, agenda. It says 3-year term ending, oh no, that's right, 2028. And then there is a seat 2 has 1 year remaining. That is the one that Bronwyn was holding. And there's 1 year left on that seat. So we are appointing somebody to a seat for 1 year and somebody to a seat for 3 years. So I prepared a resolution because we have to appoint by resolution, but it didn't get posted on the public notice website. The public notice website was having issues uploading documents, and Crystal couldn't get it uploaded, but it was on SharePoint. Everybody's SharePoint, the resolution was there. So anyway, what is Lee online? She said she was gonna be online?
He is not online. Heath is online.
Heath is online, okay. Can you hear us, Heath?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, all right, just making sure you can hear. All right, so my plan was to appoint Lee Ballard to one of the seats and Cameron Spinlove to one of the seats. Lee specifically asked for the 1 year seat. So that would be appointing Lee to the 1 year seat and Cameron to the 3 year seat. So that is what the resolution that is on SharePoint had that on that's what's on the resolution. So if you look on SharePoint, you don't have your computer with you, but if you look at SharePoint, it's on, the resolution is on it.
Did she specify why only 1 year?
She did not, I wanted to appoint her to the 3 year and Cameron to the 1 year, and she's, said, no, please, I just want the 1 year term, and I said, okay, all right.
And
But she didn't say what, I didn't push her.
I would assume that since Cameron's here, can I ask a question?
Yeah, sure.
Cameron, are you considering submitting your name for town council for this next round?
I have not made that determination yet.
It's a possibility.
It's a possibility, but I don't know yet.
So, my thought would be to appoint Cameron to the 1 year.
That was my plan.
And then Lee to the 3 year. And if Cameron runs, then you're only appointing
I agree.
one, and if Lee wants to continue, she can without reappointment, or we'll just find somebody new the following year.
That was my plan, but when she specifically asked for the 1 year, I thought, okay, fine, but if we want to switch them to the 1 year and 3 years, we'll have to flip them, I'm okay with that too.
Yeah, does it matter which appointment you get, Cameron?
It doesn't make a difference to me.
My thought would be to switch them, because then if Cameron decides to run, you're only appointing one, assuming Lee decides to stay on, but it gives her that option.
Correct.
To stay on
Or resign or
Or
whatever.
resign, yeah.
But after request.
But at her request,
At
that's,
Yeah,
that's
her
my
request,
idea.
yeah. That would be the only difference. It just saves us appointing 2 people. That's just my thought.
Do you have the resolution on your?
That's right.
I've been camping and I didn't have any way to look at that, so.
That's what I was trying to get to the show.
Lee is on, let me promote her to panelist real quick. She just jumped on. Okay, see if I can pull
I'm probably trying to get on the SharePoint.
So is this one resolution for both positions?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, that's how I did it the last time. When we appointed 3 people in January, it was one resolution for all 3 people.
All right, Lee is on and she's promoted to a panelist. She can talk.
So Lee's on if you want to ask her any questions.
yes,
Lee, can you hear us?
Yes, hello?
Lee.
Paul had some questions.
Sure.
Yeah. Would you have any objections to being appointed to the 3-year slot?
Mhm.
The 3-year slot, knowing, and we know that you only wanted the 1 year and that you'd probably resign, but that gives a little bit of flexibility. Should you say, hey, I just want to stay on, and then we don't have to reappoint you. Then you can stay on, and if you don't, we all know that you're planning it to only be 1 year. And then we would appoint Cameron to the 1-year slot because he's contemplating running for town council, but he's still in that thinking, process right now. And that would maybe would eliminate us having to appoint 2 new people in a year. But I wanted to get your thought.
I understand what you're saying. I have a lot of plans for the near future, and also some potential problems. And so that's why I said I would rather do it for a year, and then I could decide. I'll have a better idea then what my future looks like. But yeah, I'd rather stick with the 1 year.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying, because if you don't know, that gives you the option to either resign at any point you want or continue without us having to reappoint you. So you can resign at any point when those plans come into effect, whether it's earlier or later than the 1 year.
I see. I guess, I guess it's acceptable to resign a position like that, although I usually don't think of it that way.
Yeah, and we're going in with that understanding that would be the case. It just will save, should you want to stay on, it just makes it a lot easier if that's your desire at some point in the future. And if it isn't, then that's all right too.
Okay, I'm gonna say that yes, it's okay. I will go for the 3-year, with the understanding that I may have to cut it short.
Okay, thanks.
Okay.
Right, well, I was letting April still, she's reading it, so I was letting April.
And then with respect to Cameron could decide to run for town council, which I'm assuming he will. But if he doesn't, then
He could be
he
reappointed.
can be reappointed.
Good.
Okay, hold on, we're letting April finish reading the resolution.
I read it.
Okay. Are we good? So we will switch Lee into seat 1 and Cameron into seat 2. We'll just flip the names from seat 1 and 2. Right,
Yes,
okay. So I'll let someone make a motion to approve this resolution.
I will move for approval of resolution number 2024B with the following change. For C1 at the lead. So Cameron would be the 1-year term, Lee would be the 3-year term.
Second. Okay, all in favor? Or do you want to be, you know what, I'll just take a roll call, we might as well just do it that way. April,
No,
Paul,
Aye.
Jean, I, Misty,
yes,
and, Valerie.
so we're voting on changing the resolution and
Approving the resolution.
approving the resolution. No,
No? Okay. So the vote is 3-2, so the resolution is passed. So we have Lee Ballard appointed to the seat 1, which is a 3-year term, and Cameron appointed to seat 2, which is a 1-year term. So, Cameron is here in person, so April, Crystal is going to go ahead and swear him in. And then she will swear you in at the planning commission meeting next week, right before the meeting starts, okay?
Okey doke.
Okay,
Thank you, Lee, and congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay.
I
Thank
think you're
you.
a good person to have, Cameron. Glad you're doing this, and hopefully we'll see your name in June.
Okay.
All right, so see you week on what, Wednesday? Next week is the public hearing for the planning commission. Okay. And so, very first thing that will happen is the swearing in for Lee, and then she can take her seat on Wednesday next week, correct, Crystal?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so just hold on and we will swear in Cameron and then we will adjourn the meeting. Yes,
Mayor, adjourn this meeting.
yeah, we'll close this out and then we'll go into our closed meeting.
Gotcha.
You all want to stand right here?
You sure?
Okay.
Raise your right hand. Repeat after me. I, Cameron Spenlow,
I, Cameron Spencer,
have been appointed to the office of planning and zoning.
have been appointed to the office of planning and zoning.
Do solemnly swear or affirm
Do solemnly swear
that I will support, obey, and defend the Constitution
that I will support, obey, and defend the Constitution
of this state
of this state
and the Constitution of the United States,
and the Constitution of the United States,
and that I will discharge the duties of this office with fidelity.
and I'll discharge the duties of this office with fidelity. So they can-
Sorry, I just talking to me.
Good. Thank you.
You can pick up your originals Monday.
Okay. All right. Okay, so now that we have completed the items on this agenda, I will take a motion to adjourn.
Well,
Will you please state why we're having a closed meeting and
Oh, yes,
where and
okay.
time and
we're not adjourning, but we just,
No, we're.
Actually-
we're just
M-
closing the public.
Yeah. Mayor,
Yes. We will, yes,
I just
Yes.
want to make sure that we
I'm
are
listening.
not closing the meeting, but rather making a motion to move into an executive session of the meeting.
Yes, that's what Paul yes,
Okay.
that's what Paul just pointed out. That's what we're about to do.
Perfect.
Okay. So, oh, just a second. So we wrote down here that
Lee, it looks like it's just me and you. Oh, no, it's just me.